channel. How are you all doing? I hope all of you are doing great mentally, physically, and emotionally. So let's start today's video. What if the answers to today's chaotic life, that is the lack of discipline, the stress, the identity crisis, were already answered 2,500 years ago? What if the wisdom of one man could change how we build character, how we lead others, and grow personally? In today's video, we are diving deep into the timeless teachings of Confucius, the great Chinese philosopher whose word still shape Eastern and global values. But this is just not history. These teachings are a blueprint for a successful, strong inner life and real world success. Let's explore how self-discipline, honor, and growth, according to Confucius, can help us build a life of purpose, peace, and respect. Who was Confucius and why he matters today? Confucius wasn't a ruler. He wasn't rich, but he was a teacher whose ideas became the foundation of Chinese society for over 2 millennia. His philosophy is rooted in 5 key virtues: Ren, Yi, Li, Zi, Zin. Ren translates to compassion or humanness. Yi stands for righteousness. Li stands for proper behavior and rituals. Zi stands for wisdom. And Zin stands for integrity. I hope I'm pronouncing them correctly. At its heart, Confucianism is about self-cultivation. You don't fix the world by fixing others. You start with yourself. This idea is radically powerful in today's world of blame, distraction, and performance. Self-discipline, the first step to power. Confucius said, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones." So beautiful, right? The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Discipline is not about huge bursts of effort. It's about steady, intentional practice. He believed that mastering yourself, your impulses, your desires, your reactions is the key to a virtuous and stable life. Start each day with a structure. Wake up early, practice reflection or journaling, do meditation or exercise, but have a morning routine. Then focus on your emotional control. Before reacting in anger, pause. Ask, what would a noble person do? Focus on effort and not the outcome. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. This isn't self-blame, it's self-accountability. A lot of people today are not self-accountable. They love to blame others. They love to prove their point. So whenever you come across someone who has a contrary character or behavior from yours, please do a self-check-in. Honor, living with moral courage. In today's world, we often associate success with fame or wealth. But Confucius measured success by character. The superior man is modest in speech but exceeds in his actions. Honor isn't about reputation. It's about doing what is right, especially when no one's watching. For example, you're in a group project. One person slacks off and you have the chance to call them out and look good. But you choose to handle it privately, respectfully. That's honor. That's Ren, humanness. These are some of the real life traits Confucius admired: loyalty to principles, modesty, respect for adults and mentors. I'm going to give you a small challenge for this week. Do one thing that aligns with your values, not your ego. Growth, a lifelong journey. When I walk along with two others, from at least one, I will be able to learn. Confucius believed that learning never ends. Not in school, not at 30, and not at 70. His concept of Z, that's wisdom, wasn't about having all the answers. It was about being always curious. Surround yourself with people who challenge you. I'm going to give you a small advice. If you're among a group where you are considered the most intelligent and the best person, then you are in a wrong group or wrong set of people. Surround yourself with people who challenges you to learn more, to grow more, and to prove more. Not to them, but to yourself. Ask questions when you don't understand. Don't hesitate. Always ask questions when you don't understand. Read daily, reflect often. I can't stress more on this. Read daily. By 3 methods, we may learn wisdom. And what are those 3 methods? First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the most bitterest. I know there's no word called bitterest, but you understand, it's more bitter. Learning from experience is more bitter. Confucius didn't want perfection. He wanted progress. Leadership starts with self. One of Confucius' most underrated teachings is about leading yourself before leading others. To put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must cultivate our personal life. And to cultivate our personal life, we must first set our heart right. So beautiful, so beautiful. This teaching is transformational. Want to be a better person? First, work on patience. Want to lead your team? First, build personal integrity. Want to change the world? Start with your inner world. Final reflection on how to become a noble person today. The expectations of life depends on diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. Self-discipline, honor, and growth aren't outdated. They are the tools that sharpen your soul. Whether you're building a career, navigating relationships, or seeking inner peace, Confucian wisdom reminds us the journey starts inward. Till now, whatever philosophies I've touched upon, all of them have similarity. All of them are mostly similar. If you want to change the world, you need to change the way you are. You need to work upon your inner world. I really don't understand why people fight over religion and philosophies when all of them, like literally all of them, are pointing out to the same things. I hope through my videos people realize it. Which Confucian teaching spoke to you most today? Let me know in the comments. And if you're ready to go deeper into ancient wisdom for a modern life, hit that subscribe button. New videos coming every week. Every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. IST, Indian Standard. Thank you for watching.